The first baptism I had in my mission was this girl named Karen who was 15, and her friends had invited her to church, and she'd been meeting with the missionaries. And I was a little bit skeptical about her ability to stay active in the church because I felt like she didn't get anything. We prepared her for her baptismal interview, and I remember she was answering these questions, and I was like, she is barely scratching the surface. Like, how can she feel like she knows what she's doing? And I was really concerned about that. And that was probably because I was in the beginning of my mission, and I kind of had these more idealistic goals about what a conversion should look like. And I was expecting for conversion to happen like these great deep experiences that people would totally be aware of it happening before baptism. But actually, I feel like what usually happens, if it's done right, is they have some strong feelings like, this is a good decision, this is right for me, even if they don't understand everything, to help them to get baptized. And then that first year, I think, is so crucial in helping them really solidify the conversion experience. And the reason I brought up this one girl is because so that was the beginning of my mission, that she got baptized. And then we just stayed friends throughout my mission. She would write to me, she'd come visit me, and she was really strong. And actually, by the time I left, a few of her friends had stopped going to church, but she was really strong. And we're still friends on Facebook, and we talk a lot. But she is converted, and that trial for her was when her friends stopped going. And I think that was one of the biggest times for her, when she had to say, do I really believe this? And she decided that she did, and she's still active and doing great. There was another woman who was maybe the opposite. That was the last woman who got baptized on my mission, and her daughter was a member, and she was older. She was in her 70s, and she was very smart, a very educated lady, and she always felt like she didn't understand anything. And so we'd be like, well, that's okay. Like, we all need to start somewhere. Like, tell us about what you read in the scriptures this week. What did you think? And she would give us these beautiful explanations of the gospel, and we'd be like, whoa, how did you come up with that by yourself? Like, she seemed to really, really understand things. And so our process for her was convincing her, like, you know enough. And in fact, knowing isn't even what's necessary all the time. You just need to have a desire to follow goodness, follow beauty, and let that guide your decision to be baptized. And she's also doing great. And she was one of the people that I felt so touched by her baptism, because she seemed so happy. And this was near the end of her life, and she kept saying things like, I just wish I had understood this earlier. It's such a beautiful gospel, and it was really sweet.